Punk. All of a sudden. Not really all of a sudden, it was quite expected that I will stream today because because Lin somehow won. Lin somehow won against everyone, and he is right now climbing the tournament ladder quite happily and quite consistently. I mean, right now he's against Kaho, and that will not be easy. That will not be easy at all, and he'll struggle quite a lot, I would assume. And I'm not streaming. Yep. Alright, now I'm streaming again. Finally. Oh, no, so sorry, I have to start my Streamlabs window. Unk. All and black. Streamlabs.com chatbox. I completely forgot that I have to do so because I am a professional streamer. An amazing professional streamer. Yep. Very professional. Mucho streamer. Muy professional. Yeah, with this exact accent. Not even my awful accent, but this one. Okay, we're getting back. We're getting into the game again. Punk. Oh yeah, finally. And he's playing. The fuck? Why are you playing Farseer against Night Elf? Okay, it may work, but it's not easy because, of course, Farseer loses his wolves quite quickly against Wisps, and Demon Hunter just burns him down to no HP at all, and you hope for Shadowhunter Farseer sudden attacks with Raiders, I would assume, but he's going tier 3 and he's going Troll Berserkers, and I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I know, I just don't know how it will play out against quite normal Night Elf tech and army setup. So Night Elf will have a shit ton of Dryads who will destroy every single wolf on the map, and Demon Hunter steals enemy's Ogre, which he will take and take a device. I would assume that Farseer somehow was able to do the same with his Ogre, because he has Ankh of Resurrection, Rejuvenation, Recuperation, whatever. Ankh of not being dead. Shadowhunter is fine. Shadowhunter will find his level 3 on this map. Northern Isles is a large map. I don't really know who Northern Isles benefits more in the game between Orc and Night Elf. But right now, these wolves are die. Are die. Yeah. These wolves will just be removed from the map. Dispel is not ready yet, but it's on the way. So no more wolves for Lin, at least not while Dryads are alive. And there will be a shit ton of Dryads. I mean, Kaha knows that Dryads are so strong against Farseer, that Dryads are strong against Headhunters, and they are strong against Headhunters, while Headhunters do not have Berserker upgrade. And Lin was able to steal a flute. Okay, it's all worth it. It's worth speed scroll. It's worth it is completely worth it. And the first Tauren is out. Taurens are not good in this matchup. That's the problem. Taurens are not that good in this matchup because your usual bears will fight with Taurens on equal ground, and under Dryad's poison, Taurens will lose. And yes, bears fight with Taurens on equal ground. That's the main problem with Taurens against Night Elf. I mean, if we don't take into account the fact that there are Chimeras who just decimate all the Taurens instantly. but Tier 3 is not even done yet on Night Elf, and does Lin want... Oh, he wants a quick expansion. That would be a mistake. Because right now, Kaho will just go all out on Dryads. Just start 2 more Dryads. No, Bears, okay, Bears may work. But just starting 2 more Dryads and pressuring Orc into point of no return. Pressuring Orc till Orc loses all the boroughs is a good option for Night Elf here. Wolves are getting dispelled, Dryads are getting removed by Headhunters, because Headhunters are Berserkers now, and they win against Dryads, against Mass Dryads, but you can always... you've got level 3 Panda, and that's a solution to all these Berserkers. And Kaho instantly goes for Chimera Roost. That's good. That's something that can counter Orc, but I'm quite afraid that at the moment first Chimeras will be out. Kaho will not have enough juice to stop what an Orc will have at this moment. I mean, yes, he was able to kill quite a few peons. And Orc right now needs at least 3 more on the gold mine. And he struggles with lumber gathering because, yes, he moves even more peons. Okay, he bought a shredder for this exact reason, because torrents cost a shit ton of lumber. Spirit Walker dies. Panda got no HP. But sadly, Orc has no speed scroll, so Lin can't just follow his opponent. One Dryad is saved. Headhunter almost dies, but it's still there. And the first Chimera is being produced. Okay, with just 2 Chimeras, Kaho will be able to completely stop what's going on. And nothing is really going on, because Lin still doesn't have enough food supply. Yes, he got some additional gold from this expansion. I wouldn't say that the expansion already paid for itself. But right now he needs more supply. And he needs at least 1 bestiary. Because just Berserkers do not win against Chimeras. You need some form of control. You need something. Absolutely anything but something. Like net from Raiders, maybe Hex. He got mana potion, that's good. Hex will help at least against 1 Chimera for a little while. Maybe 2 Bat Riders, it will also do. Struggles a little, but eh. At the same time, Kaho may decide just to go Mass Bears, and it also would work against all these Torrents and all these Berserkers. No Hex for you. Yet for procs on Bear, but everything's fine. Bear is saved. First Chimera is out, second Chimera will be out in a second, and yeah, instantly Lin goes to Bestiaries. I mean, he was unable to see this Chimera, but I guess he suspects it, and was he unable to Oh, yeah, he certainly was unable to see. I mean, he knows that Night Elf is barely on 50, and I mean, with 2 bears, it's quite obvious. Three bears max. So Night Elf is doing something, is making some kind of unit, and of course it'll be Chimeras. Right now Kaho wants to fight next to the trees, because without any raiders, Orc will have very hard time focusing these Chimeras with anything really. Zup! Torrents go down! No torrents for you, my friend. Oh, these Chimeras are a little bit out of place, and everything dies on the north side. because Night Elf Limit is so much better. Even though Orc got an expansion for quite a little while, Demon Hunter is doing his job. Lin decided to go for Batriders. That's a good decision, but he simply doesn't have enough Berserkers, and Torrents die instantly, and it's over. It's all over because Torrents are a crappy unit. Torrents are a unit that was overpraised. At least one Chimera should die after two bats just attack her, or bats will not connect because of this Dryad and everything else, and one bat goes down, and another bat almost goes down, and Chimera gets saved. It's being saved. A few units died. This Chimera died. That's good. Some additional influx of Batriders are awesome, but a lot of Berserkers are dying. Demon Hunter is almost level 5. That's the problem. All the bears are alive. That's another problem. And or got no money for torrents. To replenish his torrents, to replenish his Berserkers, he got two Batriders, but right now Night Elf has no Chimeras. No bears are alive, so these two Batriders are marginally useful. Demon Hunter will go to 5, like right now. Yep, after Shredder Death. That's another Chimera, without any reasonable counter, except for these two bats, and these two bats are not yet there. Kill the birdie. Boom. Yep, that's a dead Chimera. But this expansion is completely shut down. Elf got level 5 Demon Hunter, almost level 5 Panda. Five bears are on the field, which has no counter, because Orc doesn't really have anything against bears. Torrents do not counter bears. And Chimeras counter Torrents. So, in general, if you... Lin didn't make enough money from this expansion. I mean, if he was like 20 limit ahead, he would have an easy time even against Chimeras. He was not completely surprised by them. He predicted it. He had two bestiaries ready. He had Batrider production. But still, it was a complete disaster. Okay, it's Panda level 5, and Panda level 5 just decimates headhunters. And all in God will be headhunters. All in will have will be trolls, maybe a few bats, and maybe two. Yeah, oh, he already has two torrents. So again, we're one base against one base. Expansion was removed, and Lin got a weaker army. Kaho is making his own expansion. Lin will try to force TP out. I mean, he's not even trying really to force TP. He's just trying to force a reasonable fight. There will be no reasonable fight. Okay, Wand of Dispel is nice, but it didn't live. But illusions did not live long against Dryads. Dryad poison and generally a larger number of bears do the job. Everything dies. Demon Hunter is 5.7 and Lin lives. Okay. That was game number 1. in Lane against Kaho. Am I even streaming? Am I even streaming this thing? This whole thing I may not be streaming at all. I mean, right now I'll be streaming my Twitch. Yep, yep, that's expected. Действительно, никаких идей. Добрый вечер, добрый день, доброе утро, день. Ладно, черт с ним, день. В моем случае несколько ближе к утру, потому что в текущий момент я нахожусь где-то в лимбе пробуждения, поэтому мой английский и так чудовищно, а теперь он еще хуже. Ибо странным образом я опять страдаю от дробного сна, который заканчивается где-то в 2 утра и продолжается где-то в 7. Да, никаких идей, стримлю я или нет. Возможно, вы лишь моя галлюцинация, уважаемый Брэдли. So, it's 1-0 in advantage of Kaho, and... Eh, Farseer first simply doesn't have enough damage against Night Elf. You can do some shenanigans, but they mostly include raiders, they mostly include early harass with spreading your wolves, so wisps can't dispel them both. And of course you've got more map control with Farseer than with the Blade Master, but in general, Farseer against Night Elf is really strange choice, because you will not have enough mana for Chain Lightning, you will not have enough mana for your wolves all the time, and when you will be able to spawn wolves, they will be instantly removed by Dryads. In general, it drains Dryads mana, of course, because level 3 wolves require 2 dispels each, so it's 4 dispels on Dryads, it's 1 completely dry Dryad, and they do not start at full mana, so any new Dryad will only have about 2 dispels. But in general, it's still too weak. And in the late game, you need raiders, at least 2 raiders to stop chimeras and somehow kite back while chimeras are in the net. You don't really need torrents all that much, because Night Elf can live against torrents with bears. You can just withstand any pressure from torrents with bears. And then Night Elf completely destroys torrents with chimeras if he goes for chimeras, and Night Elves will always go for chimeras since you making your expansion give them so much time. Your expansion is getting up in what? Nah, it was tiny. It got up in 30 seconds, but still, if you go for a normal expansion, it gets up way slower. Oh, streaming okay. Is my micro doing something stupid and unreasonable? Am I in a freaking combine harvester again? Am I in a freaking combine harvester again? Nope. And I have to change my voice. My voice is so terrible. Okay, we're back. We're back. It's game number 2. Kaho against Lin. So what can we expect? Tidehunters on Tidehunters. Tidehunters or can dominate Night Elf, because an expansion is so easy and you actually can go for an early expansion. I mean 50-foot expansion, 40-foot expansion. You also can go for early lap, and Night Elf will have a lot of trouble going for early lap, because laboratory is so dangerous, and yeah, he just decides to go for a normal yellow spot. And will Orc go for proxy shop? Yes, he goes for a proxy shop. That's awesome. That's a decent decision. He will likely creep the lab. Or he may decide to creep his normal yellow spot and just build this shop in such way so he can move straight away after that into his enemy's base and harass his enemy. That's also completely fine. But I bet that he'll try to creep the lab with just Orc and Grunt, and it's doable. Especially if you go for the second Grunt early on. Yeah, he goes straight for the lab. No? No, he decided to... What's the point of a proxy shop then? Really? Why didn't you start tier 2 before you go for a proxy shop in this case? He got a grip, he got an item, not the best item, but it's still something he stole from an enemy. Poor level 1 turtle also goes to him, and he got quite a good chunk of experience here. Night Elf got his Ring of Protection. Night Elf is not complaining, for certain. Okay, now he decides to go for healing cells. Of course, you still get some benefit from Proxy Shop, because Proxy Shop gives you quicker timing to shop. You can return to shop way quicker and way easier. And at the same time, of course, Proxy Shop is more vulnerable to an enemy attack. It will get destroyed quite soon, and Orc will need another shop, and I guess he will build another shop even while his current one is still standing at some point. I hope so, at least. Okay, Blade Master buys claws. Night Elf will not be able to buy them, which is a small win for a Blade Master. Blade Master already got +7 on him and +7 damage, and some additional mana are not wasted. Damn, they are not wasted. This hit from Windwalk was wasted, but what can one do? Okay, this archer will live for a little while, and then it will get removed because I didn't see that Blade Master has another Windwalk. So, what can we expect on Tide Hunters? It's tier 2 being almost finished for Orc. It'll of course be Shadow Hunter. There are very little other options. And it's quite a late Hunter's Hall for Night Elf, but it's still a Hunter's Hall, so no talents. It'll be normal paired rats. One archer loss means almost nothing. That's a bad position for shop, but it's still very dangerous for Blade Master, really. The shop will just get uprooted and close the gap. This Hunter's Hall is in danger. Ooh, I'm in danger, says Hunter's Hall, but it'll be fine. I mean, losing this Hunter's Hall would be quite a disaster, because he needs his early lores. But now Orc didn't achieve anything. At least not much. Right now Elf will be able to start his lores, his base is closed, not closed really. Why don't you close your base with this shop? Do it! Your lords are in danger. Old wise trees may suffer from the consequences of you being lazy. Lin gets his Ogre level 5, which is nice. The terrible item. I mean, Wand of Mana Stealing is not terrible, of course, but it's not amazing. Gets his +3 damage. And here Shadow Hunter will creep with this, with 3 grunts. And Blade Master, why is Blade Master even here? I don't know. He got his gloves. That's good items on Blade Master, but not enough of this. Blade Master needs a lot more items and a lot better items on top of that to win against Night Elf. And of course he needs some invulnerability, and right now he can buy it. It's about time to visit the shop and buy it if you want to do anything on the map with your Blade Master. Because, of course, against the Entangling Roots you can't do crap if you're not invincible. If you don't have an option to to become invincible. That's what I mean. Another easy camp for Night Elf, which he will get. Oh, he can't believe that Blade Master isn't here. That's a TP out, that's one dead archer, that's acceptable, that's a few Murlocs go into an Orc's hands. And quite damaged Murlocs, so it's an easy additional creeping. Yet... oh, these are raiders, these are... This 1 Bestiary, 1 Spirit Lodge, I mean Torrent Totem build, this is... And in the end, I guess... you can go for 2 Bestiaries. I do not approve this expansion. I mean, yes, I said that he can go for expansion on 40 foot, but... Right now, Kaho isn't that weakened. He lost 2 archers, that's nothing. He will attack you. He will attack you with a ton of dryads and... Oh, you've got level 3 Shadowhunter. Okay, point taken. You will have wards level 2 and it'll repel all the dryads for a little while. You just don't have to be aggressive at all. Get back, your expansion is being built. He wants to attack. Of course, Night Elf is afraid of raiders, because raiders will do ton of damage to anything. Upgrades are being prevented. Hunter's Hall is not the cheapest building in the world. Wards are trying to remove dryads. Raiders shoot net dryads. Wards are the first priority. Of course, archers help a lot to wards removal. More wards. We need all the wards in the world. And Shadowhunter is not properly drained of mana. So, okay, these wards will pay off. Wards are so good against dryads, but bears are out and it's time for Orc to get away. He lost a lot of food, but his expansion is almost done, and that was a reasonably successful fight. How many dryads are down? 2 dryads. Oh, 1 bear is also killed. That's amazing. Killing a bear, killing the first bear is the most important, because of course the earlier bear got out, the earlier druid of the claw got out, the more mana he will have, and mana on bears are rejuves, and rejuvenations are not something that you want to fight against. Because you will never have enough Spirit Walkers to dispel all rejuves. So killing the first unit that gets out of the building, if this unit got mana, is the most important kill. Because you prevent this mana from being regenerated to full. From being conserved, I mean. Okay, he got his expansion, that's quite an early expansion, and right now he just needs production. A lot of production, of anything really. Just 2 more Coda Beasts, more grunts, maybe tier 3, but I'm not certain. You need tier 3 for an orb. You absolutely need an orb on a Blade Master at some point in this game. So I guess tier 3 is a good option. Another Coda Beast, yet another Coda Beast. Go for another Coda Beast. Do it. You've got gold. You've got money, and that's another flute. Right now he doesn't need his flute at all, but it's fine. Coda Beasts get some benefit from the flute, Spirit Walkers get some benefit from the flute, and Spirit Walkers are nice against bears. So I doubt he will sell the flute, at least not right now. And of course he got enough money to sustain whatever he wants to buy, whatever expenses he may have in this shop. Okay, he prepares to defend his expansion, but Night Elf decides to attack a shop. Do you have the second Voodoo launch? Really, man, if you don't, it's a good moment to start Voodoo launch on your expansion. And you should have done it earlier. You should have done it back then. Blade Master didn't retrain it into a mirror image, he just has mirror image level 1, because mirror image level 1 is so amazing against entangling roots. You just use it, even if you don't have any free mana, any on your Spirit Walkers, or if you don't have any Spirit Walkers nearby, you just use your entangling, you just use a mirror image, and you're out of the roots. And that's GG from Kaho, because quite a few bears are inside of the Coda Beasts. That was quite clean by Lin. He was able to kill 2 archers, it's tight hunters, so early expansion is easy to defend. He got his lab, he didn't really prevent his enemy from farming his own lab, but in general he still was very successful at stopping his enemy from creeping. He creepjacked his opponent, he creepjacked Night Elf on red camp, which mattered. I can't really say that Kaho made a lot of mistakes here. He was just a little bit unlucky, he was just a little bit late, but no, that's fine. And he had a lot of bears which were moving in front of his army, and that's not always good. Because what happened was raiders catching a few bears, so Kodobists were able to eat them and get away, while everything was relatively intact on an orc side, and Dryads were nowhere near to slow down these Kodobists. In general, your demon hunter should always run in front of your army, since demon hunter was level 3 or maybe even level 4, and that means quite a lot. He's a hard target to kill and not the best target to focus. So we're waiting for the game number 3. Oh god. And my breakfast was a bad choice of anything, really. The very fact that I had a breakfast was a bad idea. Okay, we're back. Game number 3. Lane against Kaho 1-1. That's fine. Piranha Isles. Yes, it's most likely that both players will start with green camps and then go to another green camp in the middle, and this large blue ogre near the marketplace will be the main target for both Demon Hunter and Blade Master. And and then Kaha decides to creep his shop early. That's dangerous, man! But Orc has no scouting peon, and he got The shop that shows that he is absolutely aiming at the green camp. And so Kaho will creep his shop, will creep his merc camp without any interference from an orc. And Blade Master will not be able to anyhow stop this Demon Hunter from getting level 3, because after the shop he'll likely go and just kill Blue Ogre on his expansion, getting his permanent item. I mean, shop drops a good item. That may be Depth of Vitality, not so decent. Mana Pendant, not so decent, but everything else, oh, that might be good. Ah, it's Talisman of Evasion. That's not bad early on Demon Hunter. That's not what he desires with all his heart, but still, Evasion level 1 is not bad. Or got his gloves of speed, and now... Oh no, Demon Hunter decided to go for his green camps because he got immolation. I would completely support him going into his expansion. Oh, he just wants to control this marketplace. That's a bit weird. You generally want to creep to level 3 after such a good start? Because right now he's just more or less wasting money. Blade Master is looking for a Wisp. Wisp, of course, is safe on the tree that Blade Master can't attack. Tier 2 is halfway on an orc. And now kill this Wisp! Kill the Wisp! Blade Master wants to hire a Berserker, who will be quicker. It's Kaho. Okay. Berserker is a good addition to your army early on, but it's not mandatory for an orc. It's a bit more important for Night Elf, but in general, I would say that it was not such a big advantage for Kaho. Now orc wants his level 2. What I'm surprised about is Kaho not getting his quick level 3. He is completely able to. He was just trying to prevent orc from creeping blue ogre, and in the end orc will take this blue ogre. That's not even hard. The only problem is these grunts getting out. Okay, he got his large charge device, and it's Wand of Mana stealing. Not perfect, and one grunt will die. Aha! Kill the freaking... Oh, he doesn't have Ultra Vision, so he doesn't even know that grunt is there. Maybe you should attack the priest while the priest is entangled. No? Okay. So we've got Bestiary and Torrent Totem. Again, Raider Spirit Walkers. They work on the small maps. And Echiles is not such a large map, and expansion is not that readily available, because of course you can get a lot of benefit from Merc Camp if you make an expansion, but at the same time your enemy can quite easily cut you off from your main and your Merc Camp by just standing here in between the Merc Camp and your expansion. Or attacking from the shop, so in this case your enemy cuts you off from the shop, from the neutral shop, and there is only one neutral shop. Neutral, neutral, oh god, I can't say words for shit today. And there is only one neutral shop on this map, so every time you decide to make an early expansion, you should think about how you will protect it, because it will not be that easy. Okay, it's Pendant of Mana for Shadow Hunter, Pendant of Energy, to be honest. but it's still plus 100 additional mana. So this guy is right now quite energetic and quite dangerous. Shadow Hunter will leave. Blade Master can actually make it so that Ancient of War dies. Orc will likely not lose any units here, and yeah, just kill the tree. Kill the freaking tree. Yep, and get out. That's reasonable. That's a reasonable outcome, and right now, yes, he will not get any benefit from this troll. He will not get any item from this large ogre, but in the end, it's acceptable, and he shouldn't be here. He really shouldn't be here. Being around here is a bad idea. Blade Master can find something else to do on the map. So it's just north of reveal. Shadow Hunter is level 2.5. Everything will leave. Everything will run away under the effects of the speed scroll. And of course, Kaho will not try to fight an orc on his base. So here, Shadow Hunter will get his level 3, I assume. No, it'll be like 2.9 if I recall correctly. No, it's 2.8. Anyway, he still has a large camp with a golem, and Blade Master makes certain that nobody really decides to go for the same camp. And here Night Elf is losing initiative. Yes, he's making his armor level 1, he's making his 60-foot moonwells, he's waiting for his tier 3, but in general, Orc will take this golem. Shadow Hunter will be level 3, and level 2 wards are very different from level 1 wards. Night Elf is a bit afraid of this engagement because he still has no bears, and he invested a lot in bears. And Orc, of course, wants this engagement. He is a bit stronger right now. Night Elf decided to go for 3 Dryads only, and 3 Dryads are not enough. I mean, Shadow Hunter has no mana, but even a Wand of Mana still will be enough to supply him with wards. Just use it on a random Dryad, or yeah, on a Keeper of the Grove. Is everything dying on the Night Elf side? Not everything. Night Elf will be fine if he decides to get back to his base, really. And he needs to. And there is a reason why it happened. It's because Kaho was playing a bit too passively. When you when you see a Shadow Hunter, when Shadow Hunter gets out, you want to apply pressure. You want to apply some pressure with your early Dryads, with your with even just 2 heroes. Because in this game, in this case, Shadow Hunter is obliged to take Hex. He has to take Hex. Hex. He has no other option but taking Hex. And then he has to choose between Wards and Healing Wave. And that's a terrible choice. Usually you choose Hex and Healing Wave and forgone Wards completely. But Wards are incredibly powerful at level 2. They are awful at level 1, but at level 2 Wards are Just a powerhouse. Is it my stream lagging? Nah, man. Okay, fine. So Night Elf being a little bit too passive and Orc being quite dominant in how he was able to constantly find Night Elf is what made this game into what this game is right now. This expansion is of course unnecessary, but Lin just likes expansions. And he was ahead, he was significantly ahead. Everything will die in this expansion, but of course you can trade an expansion for 3 Moonwells, and 3 Moonwells will die. Maybe 2, but this one should. Now just eat something with your bear and get away. With your Coda Beast, of course. Oh, you got no TP. You've got no speed scroll. Why do you do this to yourself? I mean, it's during the day. Night Elf has no shop. Night Elf has nothing in Moonwells. That's completely acceptable, but still, even just additional bears with rejuvenation may be very problematic. 3 wards are dealing insane damage, but still, yeah, you have to get away. Your expansion suffered a little bit, but that's fine, that's expected, that's completely okay. Your Blade Master is 3.9, your Shadow Hunter is 3.8. Nobody got no mana, got any mana. So in the end, you'll be okay, I guess. Nine out of 10 peons on gold mine, and oh, the last peon is in production. That's fine. Maybe he needs a borrow on his gold mine, but at the same time he doesn't have a fortified upgrade, so all these borrows got very little defense, not fortified, just heavy, and so these borrows will not live long and prosperous life. Long and prosperous life of a borrow. Yeah, a ton of young orcs were built in me, says says the borrow. So Lin decides to attack. That's fine. 2 bears are out of position, out of combat for a little while, and these 2 bears will be sacrificed to this goddess. Oink. That is generally over because right now Kaho got no ability to get his own expansion. Kaho got quite a few bears. I mean, 4 bears against how many? 2 Kodas. Generally 2 bears. And there is only 1 bear being digested, and he is right now losing his last points of life. I like how Night Elf units and generally all units still regenerate inside the Coda Beast Valley. Because why the hell not? Yes, you're slowly being devoured, you're slowly being dissolved by stomach juices, but your metabolism is still on. You still regenerate your HP, your wounds are still healing. And now we've got 2 free Coda Beasts. Yeah, two places inside the Coda Beasts. First taken, first digested. Ticket is free. That's a joyride. And Lin decides to just take a Dread, because why not? There are not enough bears anyway. He got 5 Spirit Walkers, so even without Coda Beasts, he'll be able to deal with a few bears. This Demon Hunter gets healed, but again, quite a few Moonwells went down, and Shop went down, and now Lin can just get away. Yep, it's 70 foot against 48, and Night Elf lost 2 Moonwells and a Shop. And Orc, of course, with Pillage got himself about how much? 200 resources? No, it's like 150, I guess. No, it's not 150, it's about 120 gold and a little bit less lumber. It's still something. You don't get all that much from Moonwells, you don't get all that much from shops, but it's still something that's completely not negligible. From an expansion, on the other hand, from the Tree of Eternity, you get a ton of resources. First armor has been done by Lin. You need first armor, you need maybe second armor or first melee attack for your raiders. Still, he usually checks if Kaho got any expansion, and there is none. So in the end, I guess it's over. It's already over. Get out. I mean, he has Demon Hunter level 5. Kaho got the Demon Hunter level 5, and Demon Hunter level 6 may change everything, but he will not get to level 6, at least not now. At least not for a little while. And maybe when he gets there, he will be unable to achieve much because he'll be constantly in the web. And that's what you want to do with raiders. I mean, you put bears into webs not only to prevent bears from I mean, not only to prepare bears to be digested, but also to simply prevent bears from attacking. And one bear that your Kodo Beast consumed, of course, is, is already a good trade for TP Scroll. Take another TP, my friend. Yeah, Lin, just take another TP, please. Yeah, he will be able to defend with wards. He's building an additional shop to be certain that this location will not get removed from the map. Come on. Oh, all these Kodo Beasts are full. Okay. There is only one that is hungry right now. Oh no, it's two. This Kodo Beast gets away! Get away, butterfly! Fly away! Yeah, it's alive. It's over. Everything Kaho has will die. Bears fall right and left. Lin doesn't even try to focus this Demon Hunter. I mean, he knows about this possibility. He is certainly aware. Стример, вас можно отвлекать? Да, безусловно. Что случилось? He's certainly aware, but I doubt he will attack anything else but bears, because right now he got one base advantage, and там Dungeon Warfare 3 вышел. Шо, где? Ладно, сейчас игра закончится, и я пойду на это смотреть. Я при этом не играл-то, в общем-то, в предыдущие два. И то, что вышел третий, это возможно, опция познакомиться с ним. Both players are keeping their turtles. Of course, turtles are usually left for the dessert on this map. Hmm. The horn. The mighty horn for an orc and what for a night elf? I don't know. Something he obviously doesn't need because he got all the items on his hero. His hero's inventories are full. Demon Hunter is slowly getting to his level 6. But I doubt it'll matter so much because once Demon Hunter gets to level 6, he uses his form, Orc will simply just get away. Orc will constantly use net on this Demon Hunter, Orc will constantly try to control this Demon Hunter every possible way he got, and then once the form is expired, Orc will simply win. I mean, Lin is not in a hurry. To be honest, he doesn't have to get anywhere. He gets his Shadow Hunter level 5 from the Devoured Bear. And another bear will give his Blade Master level 5. And of course, Kaho wants to get to 60, uproot his Ancient of Eternity, move it to, I guess, the central position. The central gold mine, the top one, because his own expansion is so vulnerable right now. Yeah, it's time to move along with your army, you stupid ancient. You got 6 rejuvenations, that's quite a few. Boink, Blade Master is now level 5, he got crit level 3, and critical strike level 3 is dangerous. It will deal about 200 damage. No, not these items. Right now, Blade Master is able to survive through a lot, but he's certainly not a good damage dealer. Night Elf decides to attack while his Tree of Eternity moves somewhere. I mean, I hope it does. No? Okay. And Orc just hero focuses because right now Demon Hunter was a little bit out of position. How many rejuves? No rejuves. Night Elf got no more rejuves. That's a bit dangerous for him. Small Invulon Orc doesn't matter all that much, but we've got 40 additional limit on an Orc, so in general it's not losable. Yep, we've got the big bad demon who deals a shit ton of AoE damage, and this Blade Master may die. Get out! That's the dead Blade Master, but Orc... Oh, he has no money. That's problematic. But the Demon Hunter alone will not be able to do it. Even the Demon Hunter. Even something as scary and dangerous as the Demon Hunter is the final boss of this game. And he gets wrecked. And the form is over. And Tree of Eternity decided to remain in the base for some reason. I mean, I was hoping that behind the scene Tree of Eternity was moving towards its new location and rooting there. But no, it's not what happened. Of course, Keeper of the Grove just is here for an AWP effect. Right now, some entangling roots. Oh, this Codbeast will die. That's sad. That's particularly sad. But Demon Hunter is very damaged. And this bear will get out, and then this bear will get saved. But at the same time, there is no staff for Demon Hunter. And for the next few seconds, Demon Hunter is in danger. Yes, he gets rejuvenated. You don't get any money, my friend. As much as you're a powerhouse, you don't get any money. Shadow Hunter is getting close to his big bad voodoo. And Keeper of the Grove almost got his tranquility. His mass healing, which also is insanely good. Yeah, he's finally level 6. He starts the tranquility, but one net, and it's gone. It is insanely good when you use it in relatively safe environment, not in the fight. Demon Hunter almost got the form again, but there is no mana in his Moonwells. Is there any mana? Nope. It may be enough for a form, but not for anything else, and he finally decides to move his Tree of Eternity. And Bear decides to use Rejuvenation on himself. For hell's sake. Why? So it's 20 limit against 60 limit, and right now Orc is preparing for a final push. Yes, Demon Hunter will have his form, and of course Keeper of the Grove will have his Tranquility, because Tranquility doesn't have such a long cooldown. But still, it's 2 bears, it's something. It's 2 bears, it's 1 Dryad, it's nothing else really. Tree of Eternity decides to get back, because it's not safe any longer. Orc wants to force the form of the Demon Hunter as far from his own base as possible. That was a stupid loss of a raider, which didn't even die, but it's fine. Yeah, that's a form. Now everything will attack this guy, which will not end up well for everything. I mean, one more raider dies. Demon Hunter gets saved. But it's still GG. There is no point to continue. No money, and no food. And everything is terrible for Kaho except for his hero levels. Dungeon Warfare. Okay. Dungeon Warfare 3. О боже. Что ты такое? Это война в данжене? Посмотрим ролик. Это Tower Defense. Окей, это Tower Defense. Давненько не трогал я Tower Defense, право слово. умирает. Все опять умирает. Очень много чего стреляет. Мне, кстати, единственное, что... hello, dear bot. Единственное, что безумно нравилось в старом добром King's Bounty, это то, что там не было какого-то совсем невероятного загромождения юнитами, цветами и прочим, что способно вызвать припадок даже не у эпилептика. Вот, то бишь, там же все на экране было довольно чистенько и понятненько. А здесь с этим прям все сложно. Dungeon Warfare выглядит интересно, безусловно. Твоя, умирай. И музычка хорошая. И как я понимаю, здесь очень многое заточено не столько на Tower Defense, сколько на... Сколько на разного рода элементы. Навалили прям вообще всего. Да, здесь чего только не налито. Я смотрю, например, на эту вот пикчу, где явно идет какой-то босс. И, видимо, этот босс, это вот этот вот червячок, только какого дьявола он в таком случае двигается не совсем по направлению... нет, он просто приполз с другой стороны, это случается. И лазеры, и ни черта непонятно, но все очень интересно. Хотя, опять же, вероятно, глаз достаточно бодро привыкнет, и вы начнете различать происходящее. Гномы. Ребята, А что ребята вообще выпустили? Хотя началась следующая игра. Ну, в принципе, пока можно успеть увидеть. Разработчик. Exidium Inc. Dungeon Warfare 3, Dungeon Warfare 1, Dungeon Warfare 2 и саундтрек Dungeon Warfare. Окей. Ребята точно знают, чего они хотят в мире игростроя. Окей. The last game, I would assume, lean against Kaho, because the previous game was lost in, I wouldn't say quite a stupid manner, but Kaho was behind the whole time. And if he decides to play so passively again, which on Hammerfall may even pay out, because the map is so large, and so he can find a lot of experience to get his Keeper of the Grove to level 3, to get his Demon Hunter to level 4 quite early. Again, Makruras are not the best unit to be killed by an orc. Since your early grunt will not be able to deal a lot of damage to it, and at the same time Demon Hunter loves camps with a lot of units. So Demon Hunter loves all these green spots because of immolation, because immolation doesn't really care how many units hit Demon Hunter, it will deal its damage to whatever number of units there are in range. So Demon Hunter is level 2.2. He wants his level 3, I would assume, and he'll take it from his own Hydra and his own Turtle. He'll be like 2.6, maybe 2.7. And Orc will struggle for a little while. He isn't creeping that fast. He isn't creeping fast at all. Yeah, it'll be 2.6. He got too close. He got Ring of Superiority. Not the worst items, of course. Close are always amazing, and Orc wants to buy Bracelet. It's a good decision. He didn't get much out of his own creeps. Right now he wants to kill this Enforcer while healing in the process. Yeah, use your healing self. And it will give him 2.4 and another gloves from level 5 enforcer. Oh god. Hammerfall, what are you doing with people? This drop is awful. For something of a for something that is level 5, this drop is terrible. That should be one that archer, but of course he ignores archers because he has no dusts. But canceling the shop is nice. Canceling Hunter's Hall is even better, and he will be able to cancel Hunter's Hall if Demon Hunter doesn't return home, which he did. That would be quite. Oh yeah, that would be quite ambitious. Especially since the Wisp is here, but the Wisp will not be able to see crap. I don't really know if the Wisp is able to see this troll during the night. No, he got no dusts still, but he should have some access to the laboratory by just using the reveal from this lab. No? No, he moves his third grunt here, so okay, he has no reveals. So absolutely no reason to attack these archers. Meanwhile, the shop is being cancelled once again. That's another cancel on the shop. I mean, right now, Night Elf doesn't need anything from this shop. Yes, you would want Staff of Preservation on your Keeper of the Grove, but if you don't plan to fight, then it's fine, you can wait for a little bit. That should be one that Grunt, but Grunt gets away. Because Kaho pays so much attention to what happens on the map. That's one completely used Wand of Mana stealing. That will be one that Grunt, just a different Grunt. Oh god, that was close. And Creeps killed him. Greedy. That was insanely greedy. You had to just take a grunt and get away. It would be quite a major victory for you, and now you've lost your Demon Hunter, and for some reason you revived him in the tavern. Which I don't understand, but fine? No, it's not fine. It's awful. It's such a large chunk of your gold not going into your tier 3 upgrade, and you need tier 3, and you will not get your tier 3 for quite a while, and all you have and all you should hope for are Dryads, and Shadow Hunter is going for his wards. Of course he's going for his wards, that should be one that Dryad and one that Shadow Hunter. Although he got large invul and he'll leave for this reason. Blade Master is in danger. Blade Master will not die because he was not really surrounded all this time. Spirit Walker will die. A lot of orc units will die here. Almost half of an orc army will die. I mean, this raider gotta get out. At least one raider should survive. At least one grunt should survive. Trading 2 raiders for 1 dryad is awful. Trading 2 grunts for nothing is awful. Because these 2 grunts should die. Okay, it was a speed scroll and it'll save them. At least for now. Orc should start healing them and get back into his base, deeper into his base, way deeper into his base. And now Elf overstayed his welcome. He will lose both his Dreads. He should lose both his Dreads. Oh, okay. Shadow Hunter had to buy a mana potion, that's sad. No, he just bought clarity. And Night Elf decides to apply pressure with Pew Dreads, which may work here, but not on an Orc's base. On Orc's base you don't have such luxury. Demon Hunter is afraid, of course, because one crit and your history. This Raider will also die. Orc is defending, but right now Kaho is a little bit ahead, but at the same time Kaho is on a timer. He is on a timer. He needs to either start his tier 3, which will make him see soul aggression, or he needs more Dryads, which may lead to him losing the game in about, what, 5 minutes? If he just stands on tier 2 and makes all the Dryads in the world. So he needs to make a difference. He needs to make some massive difference. And of course, Orc buying all the scrolls of healing would be a large hit to Dryads, since there will be so many Dryads, and all these Dryads would benefit so much from the scroll of healing. Orc is absolutely unable to focus one unit at a time, and that's why scrolls of healing are so powerful against Orc. Boink, boink. Shadowhunter desperately wants his level 3. And he gets it. That's something. Now Night Elf is at 45, Orc is at 44, 47, it doesn't matter. And Night Elf is going for bears. And Demon Hunter and Blade Master is going for wisps. And this shop will die again. No, you can't really save this shop. It's pointless to heal it with just 2 wisps. Yeah, that was completely pointless by Kaho. Do Raiders got pillage? No, pillage is not there yet, so all these attacks are purely to destroy the altar. But now wards level 2 are in play. They give some experience, but not much. I mean, they give quite a tiny amount of experience. And why is he taking his peons with him? Does he want to tower rush his opponent without fortified defenses? I mean, yes, you take peons into the deciding fight when you want additional targets for your lifelink. You use Spirit Link on your peons, all your peons go down to 1 HP, and it's about 1000 HP if you just take 4 peons along with your army. That's something. And you don't need that much lumber later in the game, if you don't have any expansion. But right now there was no point. He was expecting the last fight. It never happened. He got healing wards. Healing wards are awesome. And when you creep, when you fight. Let's look at what Night Elf will get. And it's Mana Stone. It's not so good on the Night Elf. Yes, you will have unlimited immolation, but that's all. And it will likely be sold, and something will be bought from a marketplace. Healing wards are being put to good use. One of the peons is being put to good use. Other 3 are likely to go back to the base or used as scouts. Boss Orc doesn't have his tier 3, so no orb for an Orc, which is a huge problem for a Blade Master. Mm, I guess. I don't know why Night Elf decides to get back to his base. Kaho, what's your plan? I mean, there is a reason. Oh, you don't have any stuff. So, okay. You want to buy a stuff? Yes. Your shop was cancelled twice and removed once, but you still made a new one. You've bought stuff on your keeper, and now you're ready to attack. You've got 60 foot, your enemy got only 50, and this tower will not be ready at the moment you attack. I mean, Orc may be able to win if he gets a perfect healing ward, and if he gets a perfect wall of wards. Because right now Night Elf got very few dryads and of course I mean very few bears and a lot of dryads, and dryads are not good against Shadow Hunter wards. And this tower will be ready at some point, and this Demon Hunter gets saved by being TP'd to his base right now, I guess. Another bear dies, and only dryads are left. One bear and dryads. And that's not a winning. In the end, you always can just lose your Blade Master. Yes, there is a tower, there are wards to survive for quite a while, for a little while at least. There is a shop to buy clarities and mana potions, because wards are easy to scrap some mana for. That's one bear freed from his predicament. That's one dryad that goes down, but again, another bear to get out from the Coda Beast. No man on Shadow Hunter, which is very sad. No army on an Orc, which is even sadder. Even more sad. Sadder. Yeah, of course, sadder. Tower should kill Dryads. Kill Dryad. Okay. Losing this Blade Master was a mistake, of course. He should not have lost this Blade Master. Blade Master is so fragile against Keeper of the Grove and Demon Hunter. And of course, you need a few Spirit Walkers right next to your Blade Master, at least in the range of disenchants to remove everything from him, to remove entangling roots from the Blade Master instantly. But no, it didn't happen. Nothing of the kind happened. Oh god, I was so afraid for a second. Because my OBS studio shows that it's online by flashing a red light. Usually you do it with a green light. But no, OBS decides otherwise. And so my OBS just flashes the red light, and I believe it's down, but it's not, and so on, so on, so on. I mean, I wasn't really that afraid, for hell's sake. Who cares? I'm just training. I'm just improving my English skills. Yeah, of course. Of course you are. It's not like you just want to see World of Warcraft. Warcraft 3! It's Warcraft 3, for hell's sake. Anyway. What am I doing here? Ah, I wanted to check my micro. Anyway. What am I doing here? Ah, I wanted to check my micro. Anyway. Oh, so say something, you potato. Yep. It's 2-2. Kaho against Lin. Game number 5. I'm quite fond of this series. I mean, nothing major happened, really. Everything, every game was every game was relatively balanced. You've got an orc army that can't survive an equal fight, but got some tools to make the fight more advantageous to it. And at the same time, you got a ton of bears and dryads who are absolutely monstrous in an equal fight, but got some mobility problems, and Demon Hunter who got some mobility problems, and so on, so on. And Lin is likely on a very low moral because he lost his Blade Master completely unnecessarily. And he was winning. It would be 3-1 if he did lose this Blade Master and he had, or if he had enough money to revive it in the tavern. But no! Ah, I've got to make it into the full screen. Ta-da! It's full screen now. I'm a professional streamer, and this archer gets wrecked by a wolf. Because of course wolf got normal attack, archer got an armor that is not very compatible with normal attacks. Wisp is getting away. It's his 21st Wisp. Gloves are worse than claws, of course, for a Blade Master. So Demon Hunter is getting a little bit more out of this creep camp. On the autumn leaves, I doubt Orc will try to start an early expansion. I doubt a Night Elf will try an early expansion. Maybe, just maybe 50 foot tiny on your more secured expansion spot, on your more secured gold mine, on top of the map. Certainly not in the middle. It would be disaster. Okay, Night Elf gets his Bracer, Night Elf gets his Ring of Protection. This a decent on Night Elf and Orc. Oh god! No, 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 no! It would be so stupid! Lin, that was gradient, not good by Lin. He should have stolen the items. If you're not able to kill Demon Hunter, and he may still be able to, but it's quite unlikely, you should steal the items. You can steal the items. Demon Hunter, of course, will put down on the ground any items that give him boosts. Stat boosts, yeah, of course, stat boosts, and yeah, Lin was a little bit greedy. Lin was a little bit greedy and a little bit late, and in the end, he didn't achieve much. He's still making Demon Hunter run away from himself. Demon Hunter buys boots unnecessarily. And of course, right now with boots, he will get away, but he will not be able to afford early shop. He will not be able to afford two lords and a hero at the same time, and tier 3 upgrade. And Orc decides to go for 2 grants. He will have 3 in the end. That's classic. Right now, 3 grants become a new norm against Night Elf. Blade Master is visible, but now it's no longer visible. You can see me now, you don't. Shadow Hunter is on the way. Ultra Vision is on the way. Night Elf stands right next to the spot that Orc will likely creep, but it's not gonna happen. Orc goes for the laboratory right away. I mean, there is a Wisp. The Wisp will see everything. Of course, Shadow Hunter wants this large all bear, all beast, all beast, all bear, yeah, all bear, for hell's sake. And Shadowhunter had to go for Hex. It's fine right now because it'll likely give an orc an opportunity to do what? To creep this laboratory because Demon Hunter will be out of resources. And of course you can't properly creep something as something like this Goblin Lab. You can't kill something like this old beast without Hex on an orc this early on. It's time to Hex. No, nobody wants the prize. Fine, that's completely acceptable. Orc is making raiders, orc goes for two bestiaries. That's normal. That's also perfectly acceptable. And now they just run around in circles. Orc needs to somehow utilize this hex. He must. Okay, that was a bad attack. First Dryad is out already. Okay, Orc is losing this game right now. Losing quite miserably because in general you don't want to wait for such a long time. And of course Night Elf will just stall to his heart's content. His tier 3 is being done, his bears will be on the way soon, so why would he force anything, really? Four Dryads are out, 3 Dryads, I would assume that there are... Oh no, 4 Dryads are out. Orc doesn't have enough damage, Night Elf doesn't have stuff of anything, really, stuff of preservation, stuff of saving his life. Another web, otherwise it's all for nothing. No. But he may be able to kill Keeper of the Grove, level 1. Mass Raiders, quite an evil cheese when they are played against Mass Dryads. Mass Dryads win if you don't lose your heroes. And here, Keeper of the Grove just died, and 3 more Dryads died, and 2 Archers died, and about 3 Raiders died, I would assume. So it's fine for an Orc. Shadowhunter is level 2. He had mana for another Hex, which didn't happen. 1 Raider will die, but... oh god, he's so ballsy! And that's one dead Demon Hunter. This Raider, who had 1 HP all this time, is a hero. Without a doubt, he's a hero. Hero of this engagement, because... was it his net that solved the deal? No. But still, Demon Hunter is out. Yes, Kaho will be able to revive this Demon Hunter in the tavern. But at the same time, he has no mana burns for him. Shadow Hunter got some mana, which is not even close to what is needed. No, you will not be able to kill this Demon Hunter. No, not now. Or will you? No, not without Blade Master, and Blade Master is 2 red. So it's 3 raiders dying for free. And now Kaho is ahead again. Orc was ahead for a little while, but this decision was awful. Lin made a huge mistake here. It should never be done this way. So Kaho is creeping. Of course, he has no HP. Of course, it's an early morning, so he will not have any HP for a little while more. But Orc got no units, and Orc is behind and everything. Poor Lin. I mean, he had his chances. I can't say that the game was disbalanced or anything. Okay, Link got a Mana Stone. Mana Stone is awesome. Some mana regeneration, some of everything. Oh, you just need level 3 on your Shadow Hunter and it's not gonna happen. Because right now Night Elf is already on top of your head. On, save this raider. Yeah. Keeper of the Grove got Invul Potion, but he has not that much mana. It's just two more roots, and then he's out. Blade Master will suffer. Blade Master may die a bit later because right now he'll. And it's GG. Okay. So Kaho goes further. Lin is out of this tournament. Oh, that previous fight was a terrible decision from Lin. He is likely a bit tired from playing 3 BO5s yesterday. Still tired, but in general, he was overconfident in this almost last fight, previous to last, next to last, prior to last. Anyway, I'm glad. Thanks to everyone who was watching. I will not likely stream Kaha against 120 because I'm a bit tired. And я вернусь к вам позже. Я, безусловно, вернусь к вам позже со стримом уже на русском языке и по Стоуншарду. Так что пока я пойду отдыхать, надо что-нибудь покушать. У меня странным образом есть котлетки, но, к сожалению, не с пюрешкой, а с гречкой. Вот, так что я немножко отхожу от абсолютного канона. Как бы то ни было, славного всем вечера. Спасибо за то, что смотрели трансляцию. Вам в первую очередь, господин Вренель. Поскольку вы странным образом почему-то смотрите Warcraft, да еще и английскую, да еще и в моем кривом, и спал в моем кривом касте и анализе. Ладно.